electronic music tutorial. It's episode 204, and this is the continuity of a series. So I made a track in the past 4 episodes. If you watch it, guys, this is great. If you didn't watch it, you might want to watch this one because this is the mastering session of this very track that I made in the past 4 episodes. I pushed the envelope as much as I could because it was episode 200 to 203. So those 4 episodes, I really put everything I got, all the techniques I know. The best synth, the best plugins are all in there, and of course it is a template. But now that I finished that track, I finished the mixing, the mastering, the arranging, the sound design, everything is there, the track is finished. I'm gonna master it with you guys using the Waves plugins. Mastering is a very, very important process, guys. It's not to be underestimated, and I know now there's automated system that do some mastering, which is fine because it does give a certain quality standard to track. However, those systems will not give character that an engineer like me or other engineer will give. So for me, even if I know the systems are good, my mastering for me give me the exact result that I want, and I can really mold the track and get like a good fat loudness out of it. And I use only plugins, of course. The Wave plugins are the best. I use those for like over 15 years, guys. This mastering chain that I'm using now is actually 13 years old in the making. I've been like testing the plugin, doing the settings, doing the attack, the release, and changing things to come to this very chain here. I'm gonna master that track with you guys. And of course, if you're watching this episode, guys, I have another 203 episodes where I actually make track from scratch, I mix and arrange, I master some tracks from all different genres. So guys, check it out, and let's get started on this session. So the track is Breakbeat. It's gonna get released I think this spring. I don't know. I'm gonna put the final touches on it with you guys, and then I'm gonna export it, and then I'm gonna upload it to some labels. If the labels don't pick it up, we're gonna release it on my labels, guys, Progressive Blues Records. Check it out if you get a second. But basically, I'm gonna play you the track flat a little bit to start, so you get an idea of what it is, and of course what it will become at the end. What I do for those specific sessions, guys, I don't put anything on the output. I put on the sidechain for my voice, so you can really hear at first the very low volume, and then if you skip to the end right now, you might want to listen. You're gonna hear the difference in loudness and like the thickness of the sound. So the way I process my tracks is always by slow incremental changes. It's never a drastic 5 dB, 8 dB of compression. It's always 2, 3. Robert Babbitt is a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of his because I was reading about this mastering process and watched some videos, and I was like, wow, this make a lot of sense. That's a while ago. And also read some books about it, and everybody's agreed, not everybody, most people agree that you should not apply heavy compression or like 8 dB of compression or maximizing onto a track. You should go step by step and slowly mold it. So this way I'm able to achieve maximum loudness without really changing the structure of the track and keeping like a maximum amount of dynamic range, guys. So this is the track. I'm gonna skip here to the main part here. So it's melodic, a bit harmonic, breaks, of course. It's in the Sasha style. Check out the Sasha's Burning Man set. Wow, this is why I made this track, literally because I listened to the set like 5 times and I was like, I'm gonna make something in that style with some really like kind of ethereal spacey pads, some breaks, some nice mid chuggy progression. So here's the result, guys. So let's check out the break here, right here. So, and then we'll go back into the main verse, other verse, outro, finish. So guys, this is the track. if you got a second, check the making of it. There's like 4 episodes because I started really first composing, then more composition, arrangement, then some more arrangement, and then the really finishing touch and micro arrangement. So I think it's worth it to have a listen. First plugin that I use is this. I just do a low cut, like a very minimal low cut, not to have the rumble of some parts. It's unnecessary for most music. It takes some space in the mix. This is how I do it. It's not necessary. Then I would add a little bit of analog fatness here using the VQ. I always do gain staging, so basically here I'm gonna do auto gain to see how far can I bring it without clipping. So if it's clipping, I'll bring it down. Same thing here. So at every input and output of each plugin, always have maximum loudness achievable, you know, so 0 really, or minus 0.01. It's very important to preserve loudness and to feed in the signal chain the loudness. So sorry guys, I got lost a little bit in the track. I have a linear REQ here, which I'm not gonna use. I got an L2, which I'm gonna use. Shaving the top a little bit. I'm not clipping yet here, so what I'm doing with this is really, the attenuation is so minimal. I'm gonna try to push it up a little bit more. Sometimes take a little bit of time before I get the loudness. So I just catch a peak. There was a peak here, I catch it minus 1.9 dB of reduction. It is not altering, it's just bringing a little bit more volume. Then I go straight into the first instance of LINMB. So I'm gonna pick a part here, which has got most or all the program in it. I think here's better with the pads. Oh no, I'll pick it here. It's 7. I'm gonna turn this one on. Again, the trim. Check the level of compression. Seems to be good. Let's listen without. I wouldn't call it harsh, but with it, much softer. I think I'll drop the master a little bit. Disalign the phase, make everything where it has to go, and mainly for me, after I apply this, it just sits well in the speaker. It's a hard thing to explain, but I think some of you guys will understand. Without. With. It's just perfectly aligned, just hit the ears, just at the right place. Oh, we have a little bit of clipping, so good. Always good to check. To have this, then we're going to go into an API 2500. This is for me a little bit of thickness. Let's put out. It contains a little bit of everything, but again, you can see 2 dB of reduction. Very, very minimal. Always keep the original material, you know, don't try to squash it. However, I do not have view meter, so I don't really know the loudness out of it. I can view it here. If I do this, minus 1.2. I guess we're close to optimal loudness. I could bring it, you know, if I want to be picky, I could bring it to 1 here. Let's see it at a peak here. Then we're gonna continue into an SSL G, which I might or might not use, depends. I got an EQ set. So this particular console has the attribute to give character to the low end without so much boosting the frequency. It's like the EQ setting is just there, it's just rich, so I'm gonna put it on. Maybe it will work, maybe not. I think I'm boosting a bit the high, which I will not. I will actually cut them 1 dB. Yeah, I definitely can perceive that. Like there's that air, that push in the low end that is just there. I've read about it. Some engineer talked about it. It was like, really, is this really a characteristic of this console? It's like, yeah, it has this chug, this something. It's just like the kick is more vibrant. It has more punch to it, more kind of wide volume. So we're gonna continue. Now I have a center. This center will process the stereo image. It will keep the center, put everything into perspective into the speaker, and overall give the impression there is more volume while there isn't. It's just that the signal is split and reunited together. So let's put it on. With, without. Maybe I'm gonna push it even a bit further. You can tell the high and the punch is much more to the side. I'm not going to put it completely to the side. It has a big effect on the lead and the effect and the mid-highs. It's like, gives such presence. I got a Kramer tape, which I will not use this time because I don't think this track needs some fattening or some more harmonic distortion. I think it is fine the way it is. Then I'm gonna put an SSL G. However, again, very minimal compression, guys. This is to glue the track together, which is absolutely fine. However, I don't want to just kind of it to lose its punch and its dynamic, so you can see here again 2-3 dB of compression. You might think I'm going fast, but I just know this chain. It's just my go-to chain that I use for so long. Then I'm gonna go into a second instance of LINMB, which is a different setting, completely different. This is an opto mastering. It's much tighter. It will restrain more, and it will really put everything into focus. So let's put it on. Without. Make sure I get maximum volume out. Loudness is not quite there yet. Is there? I don't know. Somehow my loudness is quite low here in comparison to what I usually have. So is the makeup is 0? You're at -2. No, I'm actually at 0 here. However, this. So the LINMB work well without. Let's remove both of these just for fun, to give you an idea of the work of this. See, to me it sounds vague. It is there, the frequencies are there, but there's no focus. It's not like all together. With 1, very good. With 2, super focus. All the sounds hit the speaker just to perfection, where they should be in the frequency range, and they don't overlap. Then I'm gonna finish this track, of course, with the L316, which I will drop the threshold for now. I'll do it with you guys. So this here. Now I'm gonna drop it until I see some gain reduction. And what I want, or what I don't want, is to alter the program. So you see this arrow, I drop both at the same time. I don't want the program to change. The first thing that will happen is the low end will start degrading. You know, you can really hear degradation in the low end, so we don't want that like something like this. So there's no more low end, it doesn't exist anymore. And it really start early. So if I'm going here, it's already it's squash. This I do not like, and in a big sound system, it remove completely the impact of that we want to have with EDM, so you don't want to do that. And then you can bring up the out-tuning. So now we have loudness. We have actually a decent amount of loudness. It's not too loud. It would fit the iTunes standard. I'm gonna drop the volume a little bit here. Now we can look at our setting, listen to the track, make sure that everything is tight, that there's no clipping, and then that's it, guys. This is how I master my track with the Waves plugins. Like I said, I've been using this chain for a long time. I also use UAD at some point, get back to Waves. There's probably a bunch I didn't use because it's been so long, and then update the pack. Maybe I should check into getting some of the newer stuff. I'm looking at the overall loudness. It's very good, it's low. So iTunes standard would be achieved in the loft, so we're good to release this track. I don't think it will come out as very loud compared to other tracks, but it's not important. I think it sounds like one, you know, it doesn't sound like elements together, it just sounds like one song. This is what we wanted to do, so. Bass is rendering very well. Let's check the 16. Barely any. I could put a lot more, but I don't want to. I want to keep this vibe, this chuggy kick, everything impactful.
Alright guys, so this is gonna be it for episode 204 of your live electronic music tutorials, guys. Pretty stoked on that track. I hope you guys enjoy. You can get a copy of it eventually, or if you want just a copy to listen to, drop me a message below. I'm gonna send you a copy, guys. And until next time, may the sound be with you.